claiming that Justin's actions have traumatized her 4 children.
No matter what you do in life, you never, ever, ever go full Amber Heard.
The deeper we go, the uglier it gets, I guarantee.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are watching their empire crumble before their eyes, and the speed at which everything is unraveling is truly shocking. Just weeks ago, they were Hollywood royalty living in a perfect bubble of success, brand deals, and admiration. Now, it's all slipping away faster than they could have imagined, all due to Justin Baldoni's devastating court victory. Initially, many believed this lawsuit was just another typical Hollywood dispute that would be brushed aside. But this is different, it's real. And its career-ending business deals are falling apart, acting roles are drying up, and their companies are taking a hit. The lawsuit has triggered a chain reaction that seems unstoppable now. Justin and Blake's legal battle has already seen 2 intense courtroom showdowns, both of which were victories for Justin, thanks to his powerhouse attorney, Brian Friedman. In their first clash, Brian successfully blocked Blake's attempt to impose a gag order. In the second round, the judge denied Blake's request for a lengthy extension, only allowing her 1 day to file the amendment. The tension is escalating, and so far, it's been Brian and Justin who are dominating the courtroom. When her team presented the amendment in court on February 18th, it amounted to little more than baseless allegations without any supporting evidence.
Are emerging about the It Ends With Us set. An amended complaint filed by Blake Lively on February 18th against Justin Baldoni and Wayfarer Studios as part of the pair's ongoing legal battle includes new claims against the director and his partner, Jamie Heath.
But here's where it becomes ridiculous. No evidence. Nothing at all, just a string of words with absolutely no substance to support.
Where's the evidence? Show me the evidence. And pretty much the same thing everyone else is saying, which is, yeah, but what do you got?
If that was already bad enough, it was basically a public admission that they had nothing to save themselves. The damage was already done, and they had already lost. And let's talk about the mountain of evidence that Justin Baldoni and his team brought forward. We're not talking about weak claims and vague accusations. We're talking about receipts, actual proof that has been laid bare for the world to see. There's footage, there are documents, there are even website links filled with damning evidence.
Baldoni's team launched a new website over the weekend, featuring an amended legal complaint and a 168-page timeline of events, including newly released text messages allegedly sent between the embattled stars of It Ends With Us, as well as Lively's husband, actor Ryan Reynolds. One alleged text from Reynolds to Baldoni expresses his excitement about It Ends With Us, writing, "This is going to be incredible. I happen to adore you, Justin."
It's not just bad, it's catastrophic. This isn't a minor PR crisis. This is full-on career devastation. The financial fallout from this lawsuit alone could send them into a downward spiral. Legal fees are skyrocketing. And whether they win or lose, let's face it, they're already losing. They've already spent millions. And there's no sign of the bleeding stopping anytime soon. This isn't just a small hit to their finances. This is the kind of blow that could bankrupt them. And in Hollywood, reputation is everything. You can spend years crafting the perfect public image, but one scandal, one wrong move, and it all comes crashing down. That's exactly what's happening here. Blake and Ryan, once untouchable, are now being abandoned by Hollywood. Why? Because they're seen as a financial and legal risk. Let's be honest, who's going to gamble millions on actors mired in scandal, even if someone did take the chance on casting them? There's another major issue: Blake Lively's notorious need for control. She has a history of wanting to be deeply involved in the movies she stars in, making demands and pushing her vision.
I knew that they just wanted me to show up and look cute and stand on a little pink sticker where I'm supposed to go and say what I'm supposed to say, but I also knew that that wasn't fulfilling for me, that I wanted to be a part of the storytelling, that I wanted to be a part of the narrative, whether that be in the writing, in the costume design, in creating the character.
But now that's a major liability. No studio wants to deal with someone carrying so much baggage. And at this point, Blake's got a whole suitcase full of problems. Her brand partnerships are also taking a serious hit. Blake's collaborations with fashion and beauty brands are on unstable ground. Her hair care line is reportedly being pulled from Target shelves, and the negative reviews just keep piling up.
Allegedly, Target is claiming customers are returning Blake Lively's hair care line, Blake Brown, in droves. So they are pulling all of her merchandise off their shelves because they are losing profit.
Consumers aren't just upset, they're actively distancing themselves. And it's not just about the lawsuit. People are losing trust in her brand as a whole.
Returning every single one of Blake Brown's hair care products.
Then there's Ryan Reynolds and his beloved Wrexham Football Club. There are rumors that he might be dropped as a co-owner due to controversies surrounding his involvement. And let's not forget about Aviation Gin and Mint Mobile businesses that were once seen as smart investments, but are now questioning their association with him. Can you really blame them? When a lawsuit gets this messy, companies don't want their names dragged through the mud alongside it. And what about Maximum Effort Productions, their movie production company? The entertainment industry thrives on connections, but now that Hollywood is treating Blake and Ryan like they're radioactive, how are they supposed to fund future projects? With lawsuits piling up, and that seems inevitable at this point, who would be crazy enough to invest in them? This legal battle isn't just damaging, it's financially crippling. And let's not forget the emotional and psychological toll. Blake herself admitted in court that this case has turned her life upside down. It's affecting her children, and is putting serious strain on her marriage.
Blake brings her family into it, alleging Justin's actions have caused her 4 children to be traumatized, and they have been emotionally uprooted in ways that have substantially impacted their well-being.
The public may see her as a confident, put-together star, but behind the scenes, she's falling apart. And just when you think things couldn't get worse, they do. This loss is opening the floodgates for even more lawsuits. Jed Wallace has already filed a suit against Blake for dragging him into this mess. And guess
Jed Wallace and his crisis mitigation firm, Street Relations Inc., filed a defamation suit against the actress in Texas federal court on Tuesday.
He's probably not the last. Others are reportedly lining up ready to take legal action against her for defamation at this point. It's shaping up to be a full-blown avalanche. Meanwhile, Justin Baldoni is sitting back, cool as ever. He's already presented overwhelming evidence, so there's nothing left for him to prove. And the best part, he's not even the one footing the legal bills. His billionaire backer, Steve Sarowitz, is allegedly funding the entire thing.
Sarowitz certainly has the money to fund this fight. He is worth an estimated $2.5 billion, $1.8 billion of which is tied up in shares of the publicly traded software firm he ran as CEO until 2011, and on whose board he still sits, with $700 million in cash and other investments, based on Forbes' estimate.
That's right, Blake and Ryan are bleeding money, while Baldoni and his team have an endless war chest to keep the fight going. As for Sarowitz, he's not backing down. Rumors say he's ready to invest $1 million into this battle just to make sure Blake and Ryan are finished for good.
That Sarowitz said to an unspecified audience, quote, that he was prepared to spend $100 million to ruin the lives of Ms. Lively and her family.
At this point, Blake's team is grasping at straws, trying to spin the narrative in her favor. But let's be honest, when a billionaire with unlimited resources is coming after you, what can you really do? And Hollywood is watching. Studios, brands, and business partners are quietly backing away, distancing themselves before they get caught up in the mess. So where does this leave Blake and Ryan? Their careers, reputations, and financial stability are hanging by a thread. And when that thread snaps, which let's face, it is only a matter of time, they'll hit the ground hard. Getting back up could take years, if they even manage to recover at all. What do you think? Can Blake and Ryan come back from this? Or is this truly the end of their reign? Let me know in the comments, because this saga is far from over.